Hey everyone, Dustin Tita here. Welcome to the Ultimate Storefronts YouTube channel. If you've missed a couple of other episodes, please go back and watch them. There's some really informative pieces there and some great information on how it relates to just an average human, normal human beings, on how to improve their lives, how to be better versions of themselves, and some really interesting content that we've put out there. Today I want to talk about something a little bit off the topic of what we've been previously talking about, which is food, plant-based diet versus carnivore meat eaters diet. So I'm in the car right now. I've just got back from the gym, and one of the guys that regularly trains there, very well built guy, you can see he's obviously been training for many years. He was telling me that he took a bit of a break, and he was just telling me that it's all done in, it's all about what you eat, and you've got to eat meat. So my answer to him was, well, I've actually been a vegetarian for a mainly plant-based diet, sometimes vegan, for about the last 8 or 9 years. And he said, oh, that's the problem. So I was like, what's the problem? No, you've got to eat meat. That's where you get your protein from. And it got me thinking. And, there's so much content out there on this, which made me think to myself, I want to get a couple of experts on this podcast when it comes to plant-based diets. I want to get some global, worldwide recognized nutritional experts, not to prove my case, but to just share some more info and knowledge out there and some more expertise on the matter. And it got me thinking that I don't think more knowledge or more awareness will change people from meat-eating diets, mainly meat eaters, to more plant-based diets. But I'm also not sure that won't be the case. And why I say that is because there is so much info and knowledge out there at the moment already on social media, books, podcasts, Netflix series, that already tells you, it gives you the basic understanding of why a plant-based diet is better for you. And yet there are so many people who are so ignorant on the fact, or so naive to believing that you can actually get protein from plants. And that's the main word that came up. I mean, the first thing the guy said is, you've got to eat meat to get your protein. Have you ever asked someone who's a regular trainer, a regular gymmer, or a regular exerciser, someone that looks after their body, why they eat meat? The first thing they ever say, they never say, well, I eat my meat, I eat chicken, I eat lamb, I eat pork, I eat beef, because it tastes delicious. No one ever says that. Or because it builds red blood cells, or because it's got iron, because it does have, meat does have some of those things. No, they only ever say one thing: protein. I eat meat because I've got to get my protein. Now, do these people, and there's billions of them around the world, do they not understand? And I want to take you through the life cycle, and it's on many Netflix series, many podcasts, many books, loads of information on the internet about it. It all says the same thing, but I'm going to take you through it in a very simplistic, very basic form for everyone to understand. You eat the animal, okay? You see this. Let's say it's a game meat, an impala or an eland or a kudu, or some form of game meat. Okay, let's take a cow as well, for example. There's this muscular animal, okay? Loads of muscle. Its meat, its flesh contains so much muscle, so much protein. You now eating that animal because it's so well built. It's got so much protein in it that you believe is going to give you muscles, build protein, give you strength, etc., etc. What is the animal ingesting to get so bulky and strong, to get so fit, to get so muscular, that you find it desirable to go and eat that animal because you want some of that muscularity, if that's even a word, some of that strength? What is the animal ingesting? Let's take a look. Any game meat, cows. Okay, we don't eat gorillas. Well, we don't, but let's just take gorillas as an example as well. What do they eat? Plants. They don't eat anything else. What does an elephant eat? Plants. What does a giraffe eat? Plants. What does a wildebeest eat? Grass. What do cows eat? Grass. What do horses eat? Grass. So they're ingesting plants to look like physical specimens that make it desirable for human eyes to go, wow, I got to get my protein from that animal because it's so strong, it's so muscular. But they're eating plants. So why do we eat the animal who ingests the plants to get like that instead of just going straight to the plants? Now, some people may say, well, we don't have the digestive system to be able to digest grass. Yes, true, but there's other ways to ingest grass. Grass is juiced up and extracted. The minerals, the nutrients are extracted from grass, like barley grass, wheatgrass, moringa. I can go on. Spirulina, chlorella, maca, all root vegetables. 100% cacao powder, which is 100% chocolate in its truest form. Hemp protein powder, hemp powder, again, all plants. There are so many ways, guys, to get what the animals eat to get that strong, to be able to put it into your body. So my my everyday routine for my morning and my evening, and this is what my wife takes, I take it, and my two daughters, who are 8 and 11, do the same thing. We all take the same stuff. It's 5 spirulina tablets, and this is all raw, organic, straight off the farm, no pesticides, herbicides, nothing sprayed on it. It's just pure. 5 spirulina tablets, 5 chlorella tablets in the morning. So that's 10 tablets altogether. Drink that. Then it's a teaspoon of barley grass, teaspoon of wheatgrass, a teaspoon of moringa powder, teaspoon of lucuma fruit powder. So lucuma fruit is a super powerful fruit found in Peru. Lucuma fruit powder. I take a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper because that's good for the heart. It cleans out the cholesterol in your arteries and unclogs your arteries. And then a teaspoon of hemp protein powder. All raw, all organic. Mix that up. I drink that in the morning. Come the evening time, teaspoon of lucuma fruit powder, a teaspoon of maca powder, half a teaspoon of raw cacao powder, half a teaspoon of raw coconut sugar, super healthy for you, and another teaspoon of hemp protein powder in the evening, with another 5 spirulina tablets and another 5 chlorella. So for you guys that don't know, chlorella and spirulina are algae. One is grown in fresh water. I'm not sure. I think spirulina may be grown in the ocean. I'm not quite sure. But these are some of the simplest and purest life forms on Earth. They loaded with omega-3s, omega-6, omega-9s for your heart, loaded with antioxidants to kill the free radicals. And this is where, and spirulina is packed with protein, guys. Packed with protein. One of the best ways to get protein is hemp protein powder. But never mind that. Broccoli, cauliflower, apples, oranges, pears, all fruits, all vegetables is loaded with protein. Do you know what let me give you a quick educational bit of information here. The ratio to ratio, gram for gram, the most packed ingredient in the world, piece of food in the world, packed with protein, is not meat. It's pumpkin seeds. So if you ingested 100 grams of pumpkin seeds or 100 grams of meat, you get more protein from the 100 grams of pumpkin seeds. So there are so many other ways, guys, to get meat, and you don't kill. It just makes logical sense if you take it step by step. The animal eats the plant to get bulky, strong, muscular, and then we go eat the animal to get that instead of going to eat the source where the animal's getting it from. We got to use our brains, guys. We can't be naive to this fact. I'm not saying stop eating meat, and I'm not saying do what we do and don't eat meat at all. We do it for health reasons. We do it for, we want to help the planet because they're raping the trees down, raping the forests down to put more land so cows can go and graze, and it's just stuffing up the oxygen in the air. And eventually, I'm not saying it'll be in our lifetime, it may not even be in the next 150 years, but eventually when you chop down every tree, logically, you're going to run out of oxygen and we're all going to die. If you keep raping the oceans, eventually, whether it's 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, there are going to be people in those times, they're going to have nothing left. So it's up to us to conserve the planet, and start, looking after planet Earth and looking after, future generations to come. So I want to leave you with that thought today. We live a perfectly healthy, balanced life, full of energy, full of happiness, full of abundance, and we don't eat meat. And I was a meat eater my entire life. I was a meat eater for 33 years of my life, and I love meat. But when I gave it up, I realized that my body could actually thrive, and it thrives with no meat. And once every couple of months, when I have a little cheat and I have a bit of biltong, which is like the best thing in South Africa, although I enjoy it. I enjoy that little treat, and I sit in the car and I revel in it. It's beautiful, but I feel lazy afterwards. I feel tired. My body it battles to process it. And one of the seminars I went to a couple of months ago, the guy put it in a very, very interesting way. He was like, look at a gorilla. What does a gorilla eat? Fruit, apples, all fruit from trees, plants, whatever's growing on the tree, the leaves. Look how strong a gorilla is. That's all it eats. Because there's so much protein in fruits and vegetables. That's what God designed. God designed fruits and vegetables for our bodies, okay? So look at a gorilla. That's all he eats. Loads of energy, super strong, okay? And once a gorilla's eaten that, he's bouncing around, he's doing things. Look at chimpanzees. What are chimpanzees eating? Plants, fruits, vegetables. Look at monkeys. What are they eating? Same thing. They're swinging around, loads of energy. When a lion or a hyena or a leopard or a cheetah goes and grazes another carcass, what happens? They sleep for a few days or a couple of hours. They sleep. They have no energy. Look at a vulture. Look at a vulture. A vulture only eats meat. What does a vulture look like? Not a pretty sight. So we've got to use the information that we have at hand, and we just got to use our own brains to take it step by step. If the animal's eating plants to get physical, muscular, super strong, super energetic, then surely we just got to go consume the same things they do, just in a different form. So I'll leave you with that today. I hope that was educational, inspiring. I hope it relates to people. I'm certainly no wizard on the matter, but I just look at it from basic facts. And I just want to let you know, you can live a healthy, abundant. My kids are the least sick children in the entire school. My children never get sick. They're super energetic. They're super happy. They are the happiest kids on earth. They're super healthy. Their bodies are slim and trim and strong. And all we eat is fruit and veg and good carbs. And some days we do have bad shit, and it's an 80-20 rule, 80% good, 20% bad. So you can live an amazing life on fruits and veg and carbohydrates. Cheers, guys.